Welcome to Jasper's History Facts. Da-na-na. Well, today is April the 23rd, and on this day in 1985, one of the most interesting brand changes to have ever happened took place. That is the release of New Coke. So, for those that don't know, New Coke was this idea that Coca-Cola tried where they had a new recipe for Coca-Cola. It was pretty much seen as a failure, an abject failure. Most people hated it, and the outcry was so great that only 79 days later, Coca-Cola released Old Coke, or Coke Classic, is what it was called, and that started to dominate again. And eventually, New Coke would be discontinued about 2002. Now, the reason I say this is a very interesting, or one of the most interesting uh, advertising things, is because there is a large theory, and some of it's kind of proven to maybe be true. I'm not gonna say here or there, but that this was a marketing choice. It was not a real thing that Coke was doing. Now, they did release obviously new Coke, but they released new drinks all the time. So their idea was, at least this is the theory. The idea was this was released to see or to create engagement around Coca-Cola. Because at this time, Coca-Cola is starting to fall. Actually, this is the closest they ever came to being off the top spot. They kind of did for a little bit. Pepsi is starting to overtake them. So the idea is, hey, we're going to release this thing, and we're going to see if it gets new people into it. And if it doesn't, well, maybe it'll re-engage some Coca-Cola love. Maybe we'll get some engagement. And that's exactly what happens. Coca-Cola, New Coke is so disliked that the outcry for regular Coca-Cola, the old recipe, well, not really old recipe, but you know what I mean, the classic recipe, becomes very great. And it actually propels Coke back into the top spot that it's held now dominantly ever since. Um, so what do you think? Do you think this was a marketing trick, or do you think they just kind of made a mistake? But now you know.